All right. What do you enjoy the most about your career? And I know you've already talked about the relationships with clients and people you meet along the journey.
It is. It's a long-term relationships with the clients that at some point they almost feel like your family. And knowing that I have certain CFOs and they're like, we need to play golf like right now. Let's go play golf. Or I really miss playing golf with you. Let's go do that. Okay. I mean, it's just, it is, you're building a social network and you kind of don't even realize it. And it's got so many benefits around it that are unintentional, but you never know the fruits of your labor. You will recognize over time from the relationships. I have a relationship where I used to supervise someone in the firm. She was a senior. She's now a director of finance for a company. And of course, she calls me up and says, I've stayed in touch with her for 10 or 15 years. She calls me up and says, hey, I need someone to audit this company. Will you do that? Will you propose? And of course, I mean, that's just how it works. You never know when somebody's going to need you.
That's great. All right. It's Tuesday morning. And there's something on your calendar you do not want to do. And you're getting up, you got your coffee. What is that thing you do not want to do? The thing you like least about your career?
Entering my time. Every public accountant is going to tell you that. We put it off to the last minute and you have to enter your time in 6-minute increments.
Oof. Yeah, lawyers don't know anything about that.
Yeah, you know anything.
Yeah,
that's kind of a lame answer, but that really is.
That is lame. Yeah, because you got the recruiting. That sounds awful. Talking to college students about accounting, that sounds awful.
No, it's fun.
Yeah, well, it involves going out in public. Everything that I do that is going out in public sounds awful. What about, is there another committee within the firm other than recruiting and marketing that you have to attend that you just hate?
Well, I don't hate anything.
No, I mean really hate. I mean, I'm not talking about little, just dislike. I mean, hate.
I can't think of anything. I sincerely,
So
really
you're
can't.
telling me in your current level at Watkins Uiberall, you look forward to every meeting?
I don't dread any meetings. I really don't. I'm always going to find out something I didn't know.
Yeah, well, that's because you're an optimist and well-liked and probably extroverted. Some of us that are introverts, there are meetings I just dread and court appearances that drive me crazy. And I can't help. So I was just trying to draw that out of you, something fun there.
You know, if you got to deliver a bad message to a client about something, that's the toughest one, is to either say your fee's going up really high or say we can't do what it is you want us to do because of this reason, or you're doing this really wrong and it's going to cost you a lot of money. Those are the worst. Those are the worst meetings.
There you go.
They are. Yeah.
And I forgot the woman's name. I put her story in my book. I was at a CPA national convention, and her first name was Sharon because I'm married to a Sharon. And she had to go tell Ken Lay at Enron that the accounting wasn't working, and Arthur Anderson was doing it wrong. And evidently Ken looked at her and said, we don't pay them $1 million a month to get it wrong. But they were taking 100% of the revenue of these leases and just slamming them into income immediately. And overseas, she's like, I have no idea. I worked there. I worked with those people. been here. I don't know how we do that. And so she had, got shown the door, but it's a great story. It's a great story. Exactly. How do you tell your client, even when you're in industry and your client's the company, no, no, we can't do that. It's fascinating. And as lawyers, we get asked, can we file a motion with the court? Yeah, we can, but I'm not going to do it. Well, why? Because it's a waste of time. There's no strategic advantage to going into court and losing. Now, the fun thing about litigation is that sometimes you can have an important strategic objective, whether you win or lose any particular motion. And sometimes you just got to keep the thing moving and get some momentum going so that you can get a resolution. But yeah, so telling clients no, not a favorite again.
Disappointing them. It's disappointing a client or having to tell them that they've made an error that's significant, that you found something and there's nothing you can do to make it better.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and we're going to have to either book it and live with it.
Well, that's a great answer. I like that. Because for the tax people, you got a tax liability that they weren't expecting. They're going to have to go visit the banker.
The tax folks, they do get all the glory when they have this fantastic tax savings, but then again, they do have some painful conversations when it's a big bill that's got to be paid. Yes.
Yeah, I learned those stories quite a bit with growing up. My dad was a tax CPA here locally, and for 35 years, so I'm quite familiar with that. All right. On a positive note, what are you most proud of in terms of a professional accomplishment?
I'm most proud of having been a partner in a national firm, and because it's something I never thought I would do or be. Greatest accomplishment.
I mean, that's a great accomplishment. I didn't get out of first year being an audit.
Yeah, the second thing I'm probably most proud of is passing the baton to my nieces and nephews to get a college education, since I was a first generation college student, and I hope I set a good example for them. Because I have one that's out of U of M and one that's still at U of M, but yeah, that's the proudest thing.
That's great. If you could share a meal with any three individuals, live or dead, who would they be?
My mother, who is no longer with us. Madonna, because she's my favorite singer.
Fun. Madonna now or Madonna from the 80s?
Oh, it has to be Madonna now. All the secrets.
Interesting.
It's hard to think of a third. I can't think of a third. Isn't that sad? I really would be just my mom. That would settle for all three. Just my mom.
Yeah, because you'd have to give up conversation time with Madonna.
That's right.
That would I'm not sure how that conversation would go, but I would imagine it would be one-sided. Could be wrong about that.
Well, I lost my mom when I was 29, so I feel like I missed out on some time with her. So I'd love to catch up with her.
No, I got you. I get the same thing going on there. So since you totally whiffed on the number 30 person, I'm going to have to ask you one more follow-up question. If you had a choice between sitting in a music session with Paul McCartney today, so Paul McCartney's going into the music studio and you get to sit in for all day, but you can't interact with him, or you get 20 minutes to have coffee with Taylor Swift, Because you get to chatter up for 20 minutes. Who do you choose?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think you got to go with that. Although Paul is, yeah, he was on the Super Bowl the other day. I don't know if he was hawking something, but Fox threw him up there. And but that's the one that I try to destroy my youngest daughter with, because she's such a Taylor Swift fan and Paul McCartney and Beatles fan that there's no winning that argument one way or the other. All right. So last question. Favorite sports teams besides the Grizzlies?
Memphis Grizzlies are number one. Number one. Grizzlies all the way.
Very cool.
Tigers are second, and it's all about basketball.
Good to know. Well,
Yeah.
Cherry, you've been an absolute dream. Thank you for doing this with us. Hopefully some of the viewers will gain some insight and inspiration about saying yes along the way. And thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I can't say enough about what a wonderful profession I've enjoyed. Public accounting is everything, and I hope the younger CPAs go for it out there.
All right.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day. Thank you.
Okay.